Hello and welcome to our channel. I wish a very fresh and charming morning to you all. Dear viewers, in today's video we are going to study a very important chapter of Beehive book from class 9. It is a poem that is No Men Are Foreign. No men are In this video, I will be discussing about the difficult word, and I will also explain the summary of this poem. Dear student, let's go to the title. No men are foreign. Foreign here, the word foreign means foreigner. Foreigner, the person who lives out of your country. Okay, this is a very this poem describes the holistic approach of the whole universe. Okay, we have maybe you might have known about the ideology Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This poem deals with this ideology Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means the whole universe is our family. It teaches the peace, harmony, love and affection, not only with the people who live in our country, but also the people all across the world. So with that, I would request you to open your book and come to the first stanza. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Let's see the difficult word. Here, strange means not strange means peculiar. Strange means ajnabi. अजनबी जिसको हम लोग स्ट्रेंजर बोलते हैं. Countries beneath means under or inside. So here the poet says that, remember, here the poet actually invoke us, and he infuses us with the feeling of brotherhood and the universal brotherhood. He says, no men are strange, no country is foreign. He says that in the whole universe, no men are strange. It means we all are alike, we all are brothers, we all live in the same earth, so there is no boundaries, there is no discrimination, there is no bias. No country is foreign. The poet considers the whole world as a country. There is no India, no Pakistan, no Bangladesh, no Australia, no America. So he considers the whole world as a single country, and he says, beneath all uniforms a single body breathes. It means that uniform here is referred to the uniform of soldiers. We know that the uniforms of soldiers of different countries are different. The uniform varies from countries to countries. But here says that beneath the uniform there is a single body and same body. It means the soldier of America, the soldiers of Australia, India, Germany, Bangladesh, Russia, all the soldiers are alike. They are all same, though they wear different uniforms. उनके यूनिफॉर्म डिफरेंट हैं, बट सब लोग एक ही हैं. लाइक आवर्स, वो सब एक ही हैं. वो कैसे हैं? वो हमारे जैसे हैं. The land our breathe, the land our brother walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. And the land our brothers walk upon. Brother here is used for the whole, the people of whole world. It means that everyone in this earth is same. Everyone lives on the same earth, and also they walk upon the same earth, and also they lie in the earth like we do. It means that lie is here to bury. To bury, it means दफन होना. यानी कि जितने भी पूरे यूनिवर्स में जितने भी सोल्जर्स हैं, जितने भी आदमी हैं, वो एक ही अर्थ पे रहते हैं, और वो इसी अर्थ के अंदर जैसे हम लोग दफन होते हैं वो लोग भी दफन होंगे. ओके, सो इन शॉर्ट मैं पूरे स्टैंजा का समराइज कर देता हूँ कि द पोएट सेज दैट रिमेंबर इन द होल यूनिवर्स देयर इज नो स्ट्रेंजर, वी ऑल आर सेम, एंड though we are having different uniforms, but inside the uniform the body is same, and we are living on the same earth, and also we bury after the death, we bury in the same soil. So with this we come to an end of the paragraph, stanza number 1. Now moving on to the next stanza. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war long winter starved. It means they is used the people of the country, the people of the whole universe. They are aware of the sun and the air and the water. It means that they are utilizing the same earth, the same air, the same sun, the same water, and they are fed by the peaceful harvest. And everyone in the whole universe, each and every individual is being fed with the same harvest. वही फसल, वही खाना सब लोग खाते हैं, वही अनाज सब लोग खाते हैं. By the war long winter starved, and also they sleep hungry in the period of war. जब कहीं war होती है तो वो सब starve करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं कि they do not starve, they do not sleep hungry. We also sleep hungry. Everyone sleeps hungry during the period of war. To starve means to go hungry, भूखे रहना. Okay, their hands are ours, and their lines we read a labor not different from our own. They like we have hands. It means here hands means we have the things that is used to do things. It means we do hard work with the help of our hand. They also have hands to do hard work, and also in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. In their lines means in their scriptures, in their history books, we studied that they also have the labors like we do. जैसे हमारे पास लेबर हैं, हमने उनकी किताबों में पढ़ा है कि उनके पास भी वैसे ही लेबर हैं जैसे हम लोग हैं. जैसे हम मेहनत करते हैं वो भी मेहनत करते हैं. तो with this we come to the conclusion that each and every individual of the whole universe is same. They are not different. We do not have the right to discriminate between the people of different countries. ठीक है, तो सब सेम है, ये कहने का मतलब है. तो I would just once again summarize the whole paragraph. The poet want to say that in the whole universe the people are utilizing and consuming the same air, water, and also they are utilizing the same sun, and they are eating the same harvest. And like we suffer in the period of war, they also suffer. We work very hard to get success and to achieve our goals. They also work very hard, and it is not only written in our book, it is written, the same thing is written in the holy and scriptures holy books and scriptures and history books are the foreign. With this we come to the end of stanza number 2. Now moving on to the next stanza. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. The poet says that they have eyes like ours. उनकी भी आंखें हमारे जैसी हैं. We sleep in the night, we wake up early in the morning like they do. They also sleep, they also wake up. They have the same eyes and the strength that can be won by love. एक चीज हम लोग जानते हैं कि कहते हैं कि love wins everything. Strength means power. The powerful thing, कोई powerful आदमी है, कोई बहुत ही strong आदमी है, उसको हराया नहीं जा सकता. But one thing can defeat him. What is that? That is love. दुनिया में जितने भी पावरफुल चीज़ें हैं उसको मतलब कि जो जितना स्ट्रांग रहेगा उसको कोई भी हरा नहीं सकता. बट लव विंस एवरीथिंग. एक कोटेशन है, एमोर विंसिट ओमनिया. इट मीन्स लव विंस एवरीथिंग. दुनिया में जितनी भी सारी चीज़ें हैं उन सब को किसके द्वारा हराया जा सकता है? वो लव के द्वारा. इट मीन्स लव विंस ओवर एवरीथिंग. प्यार से हम तो वैसे ही कह रहा है. द ऑथर सेज दैट इन द होल यूनिवर्स, you know, that there are stronger people. They are muscular and they have power, possession, and they have authorities, but they can be won by love. So the poet also gives the message of love and affection and brotherhood in this paragraph. यानी दुनिया में जो भी स्ट्रॉन्गर वो भी स्ट्रांग है, हम भी स्ट्रांग हैं, वो भी प्यार से उनको भी प्यार से हराया जा सकता है, हमको भी प्यार से हराया जा सकता है. तो everyone is having the same life, everyone is having the same problems, everyone is having the same situation. So here we can say no man is foreign. तो एक बार फिर से इसमें डिफिकल्ट वर्ड क्या है? रिकॉग्नाइज. you might have known recognize means to identify, पहचानना. So I will just summarize this paragraph. The poet says that in the whole universe, everyone, each and every individual is having same eyes, and they are having the same strength. They are muscular and they can be defeated with the help of love. And also in the land, they are having the common life. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. They are having the same life and it can be recognized and understood. It can be understood by anyone. With this we come to the end of this paragraph. Now moving on to the fourth paragraph. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall despise, betray, condemn. हाँ, अब एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है कि जब कोई बच्चा होता है, the child does not know, does not discriminate between bad and good. He does not discriminate between poor and rich. He does not discriminate between intelligent and foolish. तो एक बच्चा डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं कर सकता. We teach them how to discriminate. It means that we infuse, we provoke them for hating others. हम लोग बच्चों को, हम ही लोग हैं जो बच्चों को या किसी को भी, हम ही लोग अपने आप को एक दूसरे से नफरत करने वाले बनाते हैं. We are from that school, we belong to that place, so we are superior than that one. We are superior to you, we are superior to anyone else. India is superior to Pakistan, Australia is superior to America. This school is better than that school. ये सारी चीज़ें हैं. This whole thing is taught by us. Okay, the child, the humanity does not learn it, but we teach them. हाँ, वो पोएट कहता है कि हम सब अपने ब्रदर्स को हेट करना सिखाते हैं. We teach them to hate. It is ourselves that we shall despise, betray or condemn. Despise, possess मतलब रखना. Despise माने होता है किसी चीज को त्यागना. To remove. betray माने होता है गद्दारी करना. To rebel. And condemn मीन्स होता है निंदा करना. To criticize. विरोध करना. क्रिटिसाइज माने निंदा करना, बुराई करना. तो कह रहे हैं कि जब हम ही लोग उनको ये सब चीज़ें सिखाते हैं तो हम ही लोग हैं जो कि उनको ये सारे नफरत को डिस्पोजेस करना भी बताएंगे. इट इज़ अस who can teach them not to hate anyone. It is us who can make them understand to dispossess the feeling of hatred. हम ही लोग हैं जो उनके अंदर से नफरत करने की भावना को रिमूव करा सकते हैं. Remember, we who take arms against each other. हम ही लोग हैं जो दूसरों के खिलाफ अपने आर्म्स हथियार उठाते हैं. It is us who pick up arms and arms for our brothers. हम ही लोग हैं जो दूसरों के लिए हथियार उठाते हैं. हम ही लोग हैं जो दूसरों के लिए वेपन उठाते हैं. तो in this we come to the end of this paragraph, this stanza. Now I am just summarizing once again. The poet says that whenever we are told to hate someone, we should not follow. Suppose anyone says us not to be friend with someone, we should not follow that instruction. Okay, we should dispossess, we should remove the feeling of hatred from our heart and mind and soul. We should also, we willingly, we deliberately, we pick up arms and weapons for our friends, है ना. हम दूसरों के लिए अपना हथियार उठा लेते हैं. We should not do that. आगे in the next paragraph, it is the human earth that we defile. Defile means होता है to pollute, गंदा करना. और hells of fire and dust. Outrage means होता है गुस्सा दिलाना. एंड ऑल्सो यहाँ पे outrage का मतलब होता है वायलेट करना, उल्लंघन करना. Listen, it is human earth that we defile, or hells of fire and dust. Outrage the It is human earth that we defile with by exploitation, by suppression, and by दूसरों को मार करके, by mortality and by cruelty we defile our earth. हम लोग we pollute our earth. हम अपने काम से इस अर्थ को गंदा करते हैं. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of the air that we everywhere own. Our hells of fire and dust. Here fire and dust, it is metaphor. Fire and dust, it means hatred and prejudice. यानी कि जो हमारा फायर एंड डस्ट है, हमारी जो नफरत है, हमारा एक दूसरे के प्रति जो बुरा व्यवहार है, उसकी वजह से हम लोग क्या करते हैं, air that everywhere we want, we outrage the innocence of air. innocence यहाँ पे प्योरिटी के लिए लिखा गया है, यानी the earth is pure, the air, the whole atmosphere is pure, but with the fire and dust, it means that with the hatred and prejudice and discrimination and exploitation and cruelty, we defile, we damage, we pollute the purity of the earth, the purity of air, and we pollute the earth. हम लोग अपनी नफरत से, अपने गुस्से से, अपनी लालच से, इन सारी चीज़ों से हवा को गंदा करते हैं और अपने अर्थ को भी पल्यूट करते हैं. Remember, no men are foreign, no country is strange. The poet finally says that it should be always in our mind that there is no man who is foreign, there is no country that is strange. The poet gives the message that the whole universe is a family, and we should not discriminate, we should not cross the lines between the countries. ठीक है? With this we come to the end of this poem. I hope you have understood. If you have any query, you can comment me and you can personally contact me. Thank you.